Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-Ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. The Blue Devils will put total leather and will get started. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So LSU's return team will have that offense backed up. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
And back to the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how...
And the pass hits, picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Right. It's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
The Blue Devils offense will take the field for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much they'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
Makes the grab. It's Taylor. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun. Wants to pass. Feeling some heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse. Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ready to fire from the pistol. Gonna run it. It's Collins. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit, and he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can go.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking left. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. They'll give it to the back. Relying on that running game inside the red zone. He picked up 3 to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass. It's Murphy. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Blue Devils. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll test the right side. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. He's got his man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. On the run, it's Durham. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. LSU now operating in the red zone. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Now they need need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
Breaks the tackle, and he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback in.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Anderson. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Give him 105 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Dances away from 1. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. It's complete on the right side. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
Tackled after picking up the first down.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for him.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Zings it complete to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the Tigers will try to convert on fourth down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
How about the little razzle-dazzle? They try to hand the sweep on 4th down and give it to a wide receiver. The defense was locked in, did a great job seeing it, going, attacking it, tackling him to the ground. Big 4th down stop by this defense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for space. It's Collins. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Grab near the marker. It's Tyler. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it down the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He's going to pass. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his big tight end. He'll work his way down to the 28. This defense will try to keep everything in front. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Movement here from the tight end. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Wide open downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Fast motion from the offense. Well, jet sweep pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's past the 30. Hit the afterburners, kid. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Inside the 30. And he breaks into the open. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. 14-13. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kid who is so important to this team.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback in the first direction.
And the Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. Takes the handoff. It's Collins. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. This is a designed run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. Almost got to the sticks on third down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely perfect. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a tight one so far in Columbus. They're up by 10 over Michigan State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff to the single back. At the 35, he's got room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run, another good run, another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Nothing but green ahead. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Nussmeier. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. This time on target. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. LSU right back to the line. To the ground. He's got it again. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And he made the extra point without problem. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Fires to the big fella. Stopped after making the catch.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Dropping back, it's Murphy. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Fires to the middle, and it's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They want that clock to run. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drop.
Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Quickly to the tight end. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the quarterback is snowed under. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Across the 25, he's got room. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, LSU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Murphy. Fires left. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big...
He's looking deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown LSU. And the route is on. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build on, David, you're talking about.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big